What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the SportZ channel. Today, we're going to be going back to our roots. The thing that this channel was built on, predictions. I haven't done a good prediction video in a good minute, so I just wanted to get back into it. And what better way to jump back in with the XFL? We haven't done a prediction for the entire regular season so far, so I figured why not. Um, Also, what I wanted to do was to let Cody do some predicting. He hasn't followed it as much as I have, aside from the play calling we've done. But I wanted to see if he could, look at stats, look at the breakdown of teams, and pick the winners of week 8 and just see how close he comes or how close we come in the same picks. So let's go ahead and jump over to Cody's and see who he's got.
I haven't been on the ball as much as Corey, but I'm always good at finding the winners. So let's get started. Vipers at Battlehawks. Vipers are already out of playoff contention where Battlehawks are fighting for that number 1 in the North. Battlehawks have the most efficient pass game behind A.J. McCarron, 1,435 yards, and what makes them the most effective is a 17-4 touchdown interception ratio. Give me the Battlehawks easy. Next up, Renegades at Guardians. Guardians are dead last, and Renegades have pretty much at least locked up a playoff spot with looking how shaky the bottom south looks. Both teams have good quarterback with some good depth and decent running backs to boot. Both of them. Their offenses are so similar. The main difference between the two has to be their records and the Renegades defense, second in the league with 2 pick sixes. That being said, Guardians are just hot right now, even in losses. Give me Guardians for an upset. Next up, we got Roughnecks at Brahmas. Roughnecks are clinging to the one in the south for right now, where Brahmas are dunzo, looking very dysfunctional. Brahmas are 0-2 at home, and Brandon Silvers, a big if he plays. Last time they met with the Brahmas, he went 24 for 35, 278 yards. So yeah, give me the Roughnecks, another easy one. Last but not least, I think this is going to be the matchup of the week. Defenders at Sea Dragons, and there's big implications. Kinda. DC is currently first, and Sea Dragons are third. 1 win behind, but if DC wins, they're sitting atop the league. They're looking real pretty. But if Sea Dragons win, DC will move up depending on Battlehawks, but they won't move above DC because of the division tiebreaker. Another duo quarterback system for the Defenders, paired with the number 1 running back in the league. DC, 3 pick sixes. That leads the league and also owns 4 of 15 of the top sack leaders in the league. Easy, but a good game. Give me Defenders.
Now there's some good picks from Cody. I like a lot of them. There's some of them I'm not too fond of. So let's see what those are. First up, you got Vipers at Battlehawks. I'm taking the Hawks all the way. They're a good team. Their fan base is outstanding. That's what we need in the XFL across the league. I do think the Battlehawks are going to come away with the win, obviously, but I think this game is going to be a little bit closer than most are expecting. Vipers are a good team. They got quickness at receiver. They did have to switch up Perez at quarterback, and that seemed to help them the last week or two. But in the end, I'm taking the Battlehawks, St. Louis, at St. Louis again. So expect another 35,000 plus in attendance, I would assume. Next up, you got the Renegades at Guardians. Cody did mention the Guardians. They were hot right now, but they're only hot because they beat the best team in the league by 1 point. And this team, when when it gels, it can be a good team. The problem for them is that they don't gel often and haven't gelled often aside from getting that one win. And we're going to chalk that up to DC kind of, everybody does it. Even in the NFL, they do it. They're playing down to their opponents. Hey, we're the best team going up against the worst team. We got this in the bag. And boom, that's when the upsets happen. I am taking the Renegades to pull this one out. Getting a road win here. The last time these two teams played was a week like 5 or 4 earlier in the season. It was only a 1-point game. I think it was 9-10. Renegades did end up winning that one. I think there's just too much dysfunction for the Guardians right now, and they're figuring it out. You can tell that they are, but they do score points. But on the other hand, Slaughter and this Renegades offense does pretty well. So I'm taking the Renegades there. Arlington, if you will. Houston at San Antonio. This normally would be a good matchup for me. I like Coney. He's a good quarterback for San Antonio. However, he hasn't played the last couple weeks. I did not see anything about him or why he wasn't. This Brahma's defense, though, is very, very tough. And they're going up against a good offense with the Houston Roughnecks. They're the best team in the XFL South right now. It's going to be very tough even at home, even in San Antonio, in Texas. I think it's just going to be a battle for a state, an interstate is what I was trying to say. Sorry. An interstate battle, and I think Houston's going to walk away with it. I think they just have too many weapons. Even if Silvers isn't at quarterback, I think their backup, and I forget his name, but I think he does very well. And Cody was right with this next matchup. It probably will be the game of the week. And he mentioned something already. He mentioned that the Guardians were on fire, but this is the matchup where the team has been on fire. Commanders, DC Commanders, Defenders, sorry, DC Defenders going up against the Seattle Sea Dragons. That is the team that's been hot. They're on a 5-game win streak. They haven't lost since week 2. I think in one of the live streams, I said they started 0-4. They started 0-2. Coming out of week 2, they have not lost a game since and only been getting better, only been getting more amazing. And they just added Philip Lindsay, an ex-NFL player, to their roster. This team is going to go crazy. And if you're talking about an upset, I think that's who gets the upset this week. At home, bring in big emotions from this crowd. It's just going to be, like Cody said, the game of the week. So I'm going to pop up both of our picks here. Let you see where they differ. I think we did go two of the same games, or predict 2 of the same winners. But that's what this is about. Like I said, Cody hasn't followed it much. And, hey, predictions can go either way, no matter who's on the field. And that's why I love doing this. That's why I love football. Good sport, good videos, good fun. That's all we care about. But, like I said, those are our predictions. Let us know down in the comments who you think are going to be your game winners. If you've been to an XFL game, let me know how that was, because I really want to go, and I've been debating whether or not I should go. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.